isn't it amazing that ọmọdé ò lè ṣeré fún ogún ọdún.
The world is so small.
You know when you and I don't know ourselves. And
the world, because the world is now small. But the distance is, but now
there are plenty things. I was talking to somebody one time, and the person was like, all our rules we live by today. All right, generation and generation of the whole forefathers, they made those rules. And the person was like, today, if we have the power to wake them up and tell them, we still do this thing today, they will be like, are you serious?
Yeah, they created it.
Because all
they
this
were saying in accordance with what is.
Yeah, because it works with their time.
Yeah.
And now there are so many things that are different. You get fucking freaking 50 years.
But if they want,
they want to. Yeah, it's different, and it is interesting though, the way the world is these days compared to
before.
The
world is small now.
Then social media now made everything look like competition. Have you noticed? Instead of us to learn from each other, I think a whole lot of people compete with each other. But me, my situation, ọrùn yìí ó tẹ́yẹ fò.
Àwọn èèyàn believe yẹn mọ́. Wọ́n fi pé ọrùn yẹn ó ti fẹ́ wálẹ̀ so jẹ́ tètè bú. I swear. But I mean, you have to grow to that stage to see it as not a competition. Yeah. But averagely, everybody sees that as competition. And I mean, there was a news that was going around. Was it last year or early last year? A girl. Our Instagram is different from our real life. You heard about it? Slay mama. But in reality,
it's not like that.
Aṣọ tó wọ́n gan gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ni. Gbogbo tó ti lọ ya nǹkan ó máa ń lọ bẹ̀ ni ó máa wọ taxi lọ bẹ̀ lọ take pictures and àti padà sílé. Because ó rí pé àwọn èèyàn kan ṣe.
And they are paying attention
so
to
not
it.
very compete pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n yà.
I've met a girl like that, right? I met her. Somebody introduced her to me, so we talked. We had a nice conversation, cool, calm, only very nice, and she left. But when she was about to leave, we now exchanged
numbers,
Instagram handles. Okay, follow me. So she followed me, and I followed her. Bro, she don't go finish. I just say, let me just check her page out, bro. It be like say they Kim Kardashian page. It's totally different from this perfect, beautiful lady that I was just talking to. Very calm, very homely. But if you look at the page, it was a total representation, a different representation of which she is. So when we got talking afterwards, I was like, why is your page?
Why are you trying to create something else?
Why is your page like that? So she told me, man, I mean, everything is regulated. So everything they know.
That's how it goes. Yeah.
Well, very realness.
No. Yeah, I think that's why now it's not just about looking at someone's pictures. Now you need to see them, talk to them, to actually know who they really are. Picture the conversation on the phone alone only let because some people can hide.
Yeah.
There are so many tools to
filter shit out.
Yeah.
Everything.
I feel see everywhere to your go. I then look.
Don't you think these social media platforms are getting too powerful?
Is that the right part? Is it too powerful or too influential?
Yeah, power no for influencing. Because for me, the way I see it, right, the Instagram, the Twitter, the TikTok seems like they're steering the world in a direction of what they want, right? So if there is this trend of, if they notice that you're against their own belief, right? They can limit your speech. They use the algorithms to limit your speech. Sometimes they can ban you. Sometimes you just post anything, nobody will see it. You know, they control that.
What's going on?
Now, look at a situation whereby a Twitter, right, could actually shut down an American president. They shut down Buhari's tweet. A private company has the power to shut down a president's tweet.
Oh, invite you.
But should a private company have that? You get my point. Should they have that kind of power?
I think the influence or affluence of social media is the new way that we're going. You know, majority of our fathers, they were not there.
Yeah, they were there.
So I think it's a new world that we are finding ourselves, and with time, for Twitter to use such a power, the government now will now realize what they should do, how they should restrict their powers and all that. So it's a new world that we'll find ourselves, and I'm sure with time.
That's why
it's gonna be. That's why they shut down Twitter in Nigeria. I know because of the saga of SARS and all that.
But then again, why would a government shut down Twitter?
So it goes. I mean, people were not using it for bad things. They were using it for good means to criticize the government. And this is not a military government. This is, democratic elected. So people are free, are entitled to their own opinion. But the government felt maybe it's getting too much, and they had to shut it down.
I actually think there is a level of understanding for me in that situation, though, because I actually thought about it too, that a private company should not have that kind of power, especially an American company.
Yeah, you know, I understand what
now
you're
shut
saying.
down my black president. It's too much of power now, and I cannot blame them because they did the same thing for Donald Trump.
Yeah,
they actually kicked him out on the platform. They kicked him out on the platform. You know,
because he was tweeting too much. Come on,
that's the most powerful person on earth.
But he was tweeting so much.
But that was not.
I'm awake now. I'm awake.
But that was not the reason why they shut him down, though.
Yeah, I know.
They shut him down because of the shit that happened at the DC when those guys went to bust that.
Yeah. And again, you know now that social media now has a part to play in polls. Yeah. Opinion polls. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I can tell you, is part of the tool, right, that got Trump elected. Yeah.
Because people can formulate opinions.
Yes. See, there are several evidence and there are several.
I remember because this guy was invited. The guy that owns Facebook, he was invited like twice.
There are several evidence that shows that Russia, right, they have like
infiltrated the
houses that they have with employers and
working
just to
force
change a narrative. Like
that's why our government said we are not ready for electronic. But my bad, you know. My bad.
All around people here, because you just have to match up with what the word is. You can't
be left out.
We cannot be doing manual election in 2021. It does not make any sense.
Yeah. They should just find a way to get ahead.
You get, but let them start from Tollgate first.
Which Tollgate?
This Lekki Tollgate.
They should start election there.
No, they should start electronics pass.
No, the Tollgate is non-existent. Why you wanted to open the Tollgate again?
They already said this is already back. The only thing that remains now is somebody to get inside the booth and collect money. They already set it up. But my point is, my problem with the Tollgate is when it was there, the fact that somebody stays there to collect money
manually
and look for change. You know, sometimes they will tell you the chip is not working. They will have to call their office.
Let them just destroy that Tollgate. No Tollgate should be there. Because there is issue on ground.
The first man here.
Okay. I'm just doing that.
Don't let them destroy the Tollgate.
I'm always at the side of the people.
We are all at the side of the people. But my point is, if there's going to be a Tollgate there, they should make it 100% electronic so that if anybody is driving through, just drive through. The money goes directly from the chip you buy.
Yeah, I understand. So
that
less traffic, less wala.
Some people they have emergency cases that they need to go through that thing.
And there is always traffic.
Bro,
there.
people have died in that traffic.
Trying to get to hospital.
Trying to get to the hospital, you know. So it does not make any sense in 2021 if you're still expecting somebody to sit there and collect money and give them change.
But there is a particular chip. I used to have that in my car.
Yeah. Problem.
Once you pay, automatically the car just.
Yeah, but the chip is optional.
Yeah.
As long as you can pay cash. You get so sometimes before you even get to the lane that you can go through with a chip, till 2 hours, no traffic already.
Ben, you're right. We'll get there. We're trying.
They are trying.
That is something we Kukuma Sito get for now, but that's once
they do, most support here.
But
ready for then put it in place.
For the next
10 years.
Okay.
You did see the news that they shut Aboki FX down.
No, they said they were going to shut it down.
It's down.
It's down already. Yeah, but that still didn't stop anything because people did the black market still operates at their own prices.
Okay, now they said they shut Aboki FX down. What's the reason behind shutting Aboki FX down? They said somebody cannot sit down somewhere and
determine the price. But that's the value.
The exchange rate.
Yeah.
Which is right.
Okay.
Right? From my own perspective, I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
Somebody is not supposed to have that kind of a private entity is not supposed to have that kind of power to determine the price, of the exchange rate, But this is a platform that everybody just goes to check
what is obtainable.
What's the rate? What's the rate today? Then again, the Aboki FX, I'm sure there is a place he gets his information from. He cannot just which is the market value that I'm talking about. Yeah, he gets his information before he put it there. But now you shut him down. But what they don't understand is when the foundation is bad, right? When you build a house and you have bad foundation, right? You cannot hold the guy that did the roof responsible
for what is happening.
That's exactly what they are doing.
Then my question again is, shutting down one down, has that been replaced with another thing?
Nothing.
So people will still get the value. They will still call the Aboki directly. Aboki, how you they change? How much be dollar to buy and sell today? Aboki directly, individually, will still give them, and that value is still the original and the right value. So it's not about the guy that type it, making it available for everybody to view. Is that guy Aboki FX is not the problem?
It's not.
It's not the problem.
It's not. You never had these infrastructures in place in the first place. You get, and we know how expensive. Do you know how much dollar is today?
Last week, we had 570.
570.
570, yeah.
570 láàárọ̀ yìí.
570 last week.
What the pound 770 or something.
I'm not very much charging. But me they charging pounds on
charge dollars. I think it's the way to go.
Because my account came for maybe $10,000. So okay.
$10,000 is practically 5.7 million.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Last 3 months it was 4.5 million. Now it's 5. So to back someone okay, move back 5 million around 5 million. In Nigeria, but because of $10,000. It looks small, but the value. So that's what I'm saying. That it's not the number. Leave the numbers alone. It's the value.
Yeah.
Because $10,000 only calling me by. So it's the value.
$10,000 only calling.
Níbo ni kò ti kọ́lé lérí àbò máa dẹ́jú máa fún ẹ níbi láìláńdì ó má tẹ mí ní gbé lọ Milan láìláńdì ibi mẹ́wàá.
10,000 5.7 million kọ́lé ní Island.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sọ chicken bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ fún
ẹ.
lẹ́pẹ̀ wàá ra lẹ̀ $1 million. O ní $4.7 million. The bangalo tó bá wà okay.
Well, 4.7 million.
Yes.
Bag of cement is how much?
It's when you buy me really low, that could 2.9 be 3.1 non thousand.
3.1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bungalow lo ma call a big parlor, dining, kitchen, yàrá méjì sí.
You think 4.7 million will do that in 2021?
Yes. Ilẹ̀ yẹn gan tó wá wọ́n jù tí mo tún sọ ibi ó máa jẹ́ ibi tó wà òkè lẹ́pẹ̀. Tó bá lọ bí àwọn set of course university àwọn ìtàlẹ̀ fún one plot.
But you have gbé lẹ́pẹ̀, you will gbé lẹ́pẹ̀ nsan.
Èkó ni.
I know.
Okay, Ẹlẹ́kan ńkọ́?
Ṣe bá ní property lẹ́pẹ̀.
Ẹlẹ́kan ńkọ́?
Okay, Ẹlẹ́kan is before Ẹ̀pẹ́.
Oh yeah. But ibi táwọn tó sọ pé Dangote refinery why you
bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n
why you 1.5
Land.
yes
no you are not 1.5 more according to the 6-7 million
níbẹ̀
More than.
èmi rẹ̀ lè gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó ti jùlọ́jú.
Yeah, but come to think of it, even if you can do it outside Lagos.
No, within Lagos, Ekpa is Lagos.
I know,
Badagry is Lagos.
but I'm saying if you can use 5.7 million to build
Yeah,
a house
which is
outside.
$10,000. $10,000. Then jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló láwọn average salary gan per income.
How much is minimum wage? Is it not 30,000? Minimum wage is still 30,000.
18.
30 wọ́n ti change ẹ̀ wọ́n.
Wọ́n kàn increase number ni value ẹ̀ ò yàtọ̀ kò yàtọ̀ sígbà tó wà 11,000 gan. Numbers tó increase ẹ̀ sí ló ń sọ. Kò yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ jẹ́. Leave the numbers alone. The value. We need to work on the value of naira. It's not about. It's just like you are creating 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira is like 10 naira to me. It's like be 20 naira gbayen now. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi ra now. It's not by the numbers written. Zimbabwe they have 1 million naira, 1 million Zimbabwe notes now. 1 million lórí notes kan.
Okay, the exchange rate one.
That's the question. If it here. So it's not the number you write on the paper. Market value, market price no matter determine. But mo ti rapa tomorrow ogede plantain 2,000 and baggy plantain comes 2,000 naira, which used to be 200 naira.
200 naira, yeah.
So koku yo 2,000 naira, koku sorry 200 naira. But mama go 200 naira me only is powerful.
Only Kimi. But I mean, it's still not going to change the value. But why? See, I see. There's so many things I don't know, right? And this money exchange thing is part of them. Because I don't understand. I think I need to talk to an economist that can actually give me more insight, because I like to understand why I have to even value my money against another currency in the first place.
You have to, you know why? Because there are some things we don't have here that we have to import from Yankee.
Okay.
So
and
so it will affect.
Good one. And it's an economy that relies solely on importation.
But what consort of politics and he's an old man. He used to be, I think, APC chairman or something before. I forgot his name now. I watched that thing on Instagram like some weeks ago. He's an Edo man. He's a former APC chairman, and he was talking about Nigeria as a country, that we are solely gathered together or developed together or be together as a country that is practically and solely depend on importation.
Yes, it is true.
So the man was saying that toothpick we import, Ishano we import.
I think it's Audu Ogbe. I think I've seen
Audu, that's his name. He's a form. Yeah,
I saw the video.
Do you get what I'm saying? So and when the country is like that you everything you're doing importation look poju, then they are determine now.
Yeah.
So it will determine whatever the market value of your currency. So because problem turning gone here. So we need to start producing. Imagine one ragi by as a primary product. As a mama send it to China. China mama tak pada for one form of Kenny. So why can't we keep our products, keep all these primary natural products, then we turn it to this thing ourselves, then we sell it to them.
Crude oil.
We have crude oil here. One refine along here. So that's why we depend solely on all these foreign currencies. Because whatever we do, we'll be judged by their
value. And China is becoming like the world power now.
They are the world power, but America has been dragging it with them for quite a while. That's why you can see introduction of so many things, war, diseases, and all. And that's why is that only that continent alone?
So, Trump actually called this COVID Chinese virus. Chinese virus, okay. But
do you know the actual perpetrators of that thing? Jay?
Okay. I don't know. There's a story. I know And the story I know that there is a lab in Wuhan, China, that does all these experiments with viruses and so there is a credible story that says there was an accident in that lab that made the virus leaked, which is not supposed to be so. And they confirmed that as at November 2019, right, 3 of the workers from that lab
died as
got infected. I think one died, then another one's wife
died.
That is America's
perception.
Own story that this thing is from one.
Now, let me now ask you 3 questions.
Yeah.
Apples, where are they produced from?
China, of course. As a matter of fact, yet back to the point I heard, I've not been there, but I heard the place they use as their factory, they have to mount a net around it because a whole lot of workers are so frustrated that they jump from the top floor down to their death because of the frustration.
Frustration how? Are they forcing them to work?
No, I guess they don't pay them good.
So speaking of China, there's a recent rumors and it's on published on Sahara Reporters on Business Day that China will start banking operations in Nigeria.
No, they are here already. Don't worry.
Banking operation.
They've been here already.
China wants to Ragu.
They are here already now. I didn't see one China beating one guy until I retaliate to fog more.
That's the fact that they won't company, but
banking is here already, bro.
That's part of the agreement we have.
Bro, an average Nigerian is walking around with at least 300,000 in debt. You don't know you have 300,000 debt on your head.
Whatever they borrowed is on you.
It's on you.
Oh no,
it's on you.
As a Nigerian,
because all this money that they are borrowing and collecting from China. Look at I heard Buhari just want to collect another $4 billion, and
come on, collect back on last time.
Yeah, now who do you think is paying that money back? It is you. It's Buhari that is collecting the money, but it's we that are paying back.
Let's get back to that COVID. You know, this guy talked about COVID like 3-5 years ago.
Bill Gates. Yeah. Yes, I saw it.
Do you know that on every detour, COVID-19 for the past 10-15 years?
Yeah, it's not new. Yeah.
So it's not new. Yeah. Then see, these are part of the ways to destroy the world now. One, like a baby. There's so many things they can use now.
Yeah, of course.
So there's more to that story.
Yeah, I heard
there is more to that story.
There is it's possibly they could use it as a biochemical weapon. Yeah, and somebody once told me again that he was talking to one of these do they call them virologists? And the person was telling him that he's not even scared of biochemical weapon because that one is human developed. But he said there are some viruses that can easily jump from maybe an animal onto human, and we won't be able to stop it, and it's just going to sweep.
Okay, and all they have to do is to give it to one animal, and that's it.
No, natural
disease from animal.
They live on animal already. They could easily jump on humans, and it's just going to sweep people out.
So where are those viruses? They should keep it in their side. I don't understand because that's dangerous now.
Yes,
that's really dangerous.
It is dangerous, but the person is saying building a biochemical weapon is not even as dangerous as what's naturally can happen. You get, so that is why the vaccine is needed.
Against such
you have to be ready for it. So they have to be working, and the vaccine thing now only God knows, because
people say differently. I think it reacts on people's body differently. Some say they took
some
the
people
first
still
one,
get infected after vaccination. Some people it works them out. But I think it's the best thing.
So you've
yeah, of course I've been vaccinated.
But only about the phones are gone.
Irony.
I can show you the video. I can show you the video.
But music bad now. Show go.
Your boy not to that one, so maybe your body. But
I saw the video. I saw the video, but there's also a video that I saw that the guy had a magnet. He had the magnet on.
So why does he want?
And he
why
plays
does he do that?
No, he's just showing people. He's just letting people know, don't be stupid. He had the magnet on, and he said, I've taken the vaccine. He now put it there. Everybody was like, I now later at the end of the day, now remove it. Now showed them that there's a magnet there. Stop being stupid. But I don't think there's any components in the vaccine that will make it.
I think I have to get mine. So because if you can't travel without having the two shot.
I did. Yeah. I took the Pfizer. And
but what's the time as in? Because I got to know that if you take the first one, you have to wait for a while to
3 weeks.
Oh, then
3 weeks interval. Then you take the second one.
Okay.
Well, I took the Pfizer and I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel like I took anything. I didn't feel any side effect. I was fine. Absolutely good. Yeah. I was absolutely good. No. I don't know with other brands. Some people take it and they break down.
So there are different brands of vaccine.
Yeah, now check. I think there's Pfizer. There is
So which one do we have in Nigeria? That's what I'm concerned about.
I don't know the one I think it's Astra. I don't know. But there's also another. There's a news that came out from the UK like a couple of days ago that they said if you take vaccine from
Pfizer,
from India, Africa, like Nigeria,
when you get there, you take another.
When you get there, you still have to do your 10 days quarantine.
But is there anything like overdose from such vaccine if you take it twice, multiple times?
People react differently.
Okay, so it's still okay.
Some people get really sick. Some people don't. Okay. You get, and it's the same thing with the COVID itself. Some people get COVID and get really knocked out.
Some people get it and
people die.
Just,
you know,
and some just
people just shake
like,
it off.
Yeah.
People just shake it off. So
okay.
I mean, I probably had it.
No, I did.
When it started.
No, I know I did.
That last time I probably had it because there was a time I lost my sense of taste for a while.
I mean, John, but do you
know that they actually even what's her name, Bill Gates' wife, she predicted it now. She said with the rate the virus was going when it started, then they are looking between 4 and 5 million Africans that would die.
I think a whole lot of things works in our favor during that or naturally, because the sun, then the humidity here.
There is a credible research that shows that vitamin D level, have a whole lot of impact, and you get that vitamin D directly from the sun.
Allah Akbar. We Africa
Then again, chloroquine.
Yes.
Do you remember that Trump said something about chloroquine?
Yeah.
Although they said it wasn't working.
That if you use chloroquine,
Yes. But I knew that Trump got it from somewhere. That information, he got it from somewhere. And we here in this part of the world, I think a whole lot of us grew up with chloroquine. Lives in our system. Because malaria, typhoid. So I think those are the things that actually.
You know, at that point, there was no malaria drugs in all pharmacies now. They were sold out.
Everybody was buying.
Yeah, sold out. In fact, there are some type of malaria drugs that I've never seen before. They were not selling because those ones normally people don't even buy them. So people were stuck in their house with chloroquine. You buy a lot of chloroquine. I swear.
But it's still a shock though.
Yeah, and it's still there. But I think it's going to remain here for forever.
Forever, yeah.
It's going to be like another malaria.
What I even meant by still a shock is that the fact that it didn't kill as much as they projected in Africa is a shock to a whole lot of people.
And what the cash out gone?
Because to Shele, Baba,
we don't increase number gone. Number
but we don't have the facilities to. We don't have what it takes to
fight it.
Pandemic and they will say prayer works. So
no prayer no
Baba.
No natural.
Prayer to help. Wow.
I don't think it's
pray a lot.
I don't think it's prayer. I think it's.
You don't think this is God?
Oh, but talo allow virus láti jáde. Kó tó jáde Ọlọ́run orí ni. ṣọlọ́run mọ̀ pé juwan yẹn ó máa dé rí báyìí ọlọ́run rí now. So what are we talking about? ọlọ́run ti fún wa ní ó dá wa mọ́ nǹkan tó máa natural gift yẹn ni oorun yẹn humidity yẹn jẹ́ àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kó sí nǹkan kan míì wọ́n jẹ́ kó máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ àdúrà yìí tó máa wash wa 2021.
ọ̀rẹ́ mi àdúrà ń gbà.
ó ń gbà àdúrà ń gbà
àwọn èèyàn ń gbàdúrà o.
lórí covid kọ́ ni kò gbàdúrà sí nìyẹn ni kò má jẹ́ kó gẹ̀ẹ́sì má gbàdúrà lórí covid ọlọ́run mò ń jáde lọ nǹkan tí máa jẹ́ mò ń wá ọ jẹ́ n pàdé blessing lọ́nà jẹ́ n pàdé favour lọ́nà.
Have you noticed that when you live abroad your prayer point changes apart from when you're in Nigeria?
Now because what reality check.
I swear.
Reality check ni.
There are some things that
check
when I'm abroad, when I'm making my prayer, there are some things I don't mention because I know it's hard. It really happened. You get? But there are some things I point out.
Yeah,
you get? As a matter of fact, there are some situations where, right, you. No, let me say it.
So má jẹ́ kó fi ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ṣọlọ́run orí kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run rí now. Òun fa Ọlọ́run lè fẹ́ fi ṣe pàṣọ fún gbogbo agan because that was the time people get closer to God the most. Because Ọlọ́run la máa ń sáré lọ sábà Africa tí kò bá ti lè tí ṣòro kan bá ti wà tó kọjá àyè wa ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ni. So a lot of people were drawn to God more. So what if tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run gan ló mọ àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ṣẹ̀ pé okay mo kàn fẹ́ já gbogbo yín lá gbogbo ayé yìí lápẹ́ ẹ ti jìnnà sí mi jù okay let me show you I'm still the God.
Possibly.
So má jẹ́ ká sọ pé Ọlọ́run.
But èmi kàn fi hàn pé nǹkan tó fi lè mú tó hit àwọn ibì kankan that hard. To pé an African I don't even think Nigeria, at the end of the day I don't think Nigeria recorded 10,000 days.
No, according to Gbemo Ojubelo, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, New York has always been cold during winter.
Of course.
Yeah. But it's just now that it wasn't favorable because COVID was present. Nigeria has always been hot.
Yeah.
Has always been humid.
The climate is always.
It just happens that COVID day but this thing has been there from day one. Africa, and that's how God created Africa. That's how God created Europe differently. So it's just that because of this COVID presence, one weather is favorable than the other. So I think that's why the numbers are different.
Then again, they actually didn't understand the dynamics of the virus on time. It took time to actually because they were saying so many things.
They know the virus. They were just coming down.
I'm not talking about Nigeria.
Generally, they know about it.
But they know about it. But remember that at that first few months, they were saying it survived on surface.
They were just coming down. They didn't want to They know about this thing. Forget they don't want to be. They don't want it to be too early. It will be too suspicious. They are the one that introduced this thing. They know when to give the virus. In fact, I heard from some people they said they want to reduce the population of the world generally.
That was me. I did not believe. I heard that too. But there is a doctor friend of mine that told me that initially there was a virus outbreak, but it wasn't a pandemic. That it was the pharmaceutical that made it a pandemic because they realized the opportunities hidden in there, so they made it a pandemic. That's what they said though. I don't know. I beg, YouTube should not shut me down.
They will not shut you. No, they will shut you down.
But that's the truth.
Yeah. So the world is different now.
But let's just be thanking God.
Yeah. The world
especially
is
in Africa.
Yeah. Our Lord help her. Gone.
God is on our side.
That was the time I was so scared though.
Me especially that first few months. I swear. The first few months I was in Yankee, right? I was praying for Nigeria.
Thinking about Bobby.
It was long.
What's your name? All
I lost me too. Kò sí bed. Ọjọ́ tí ó sì COVID gan kò sí bed.
Mo gbọ́n lọ mo dé pharmacy mo ní gbogbo malaria drugs tó bá ní ó yìí wà lé mi sí because àti ẹ̀ wá lò. Mo lè take picture ma fi max kini kan lórúkọ mi ò gbọ́ one but one that's the only one that is available. Give me everything. Because I thought it would go to a stage whereby nobody will even come outside.
It got to that now. Of course, now.
No.
Yeah, it got to that point now. At the point that.
No, I'm saying that. Not Jomo numbers in real because shele bow your share.
Yeah.
You can't even greet your neighbor because you don't know whether they have it. Everybody
looks stuck everywhere.
Just
in case.
Yeah, because we don't know.
But we thank God, Sha. We thank God. At least everything is getting back to normal.
Yeah,
I'm seeing. I've been following Wizkid's concerts,
and it's
and everybody's selling out. Even Naira did a concert in New York.
Amazing.
Kims did our own last week Sunday. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So I think
a whole lot of people are doing it.
But what they are doing, that you need to be vaccinated to get into, especially in America, to get into the location. You have to be vaccinated.
You have to. If you don't have the 2 shot, you can't.
Cannot be there.
I can't say about UK, but Yankee, you can.
But so. Why are some people we understand, Sha, but I wanted to ask that why are some people like anti-vaccine? They don't want it. They believe
because some people still believe the story of those magnets. So some people still live by rumor, gossips. It spread fast more than the actual reality, and some people still believe it. So it's going to take a lot of time
to get there, to make people,
for everybody to get that vaccine.
I even read I read an article that said the vaccine is an update of everybody. Like they're just updating you
humanly.
Biological.
So increase my
biological updates.
So my knowledge, my wisdom, my brain activity, my bad no.
Only God knows, man.
People attribute a whole lot of things to this. They were saying is fiber out. There was a time they were saying fiber cable 5 Kinikon. There was a time they say Kolowo pounds that the fiber. There were a lot of theories. So people are still
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that will still go on for a long time, and it will take a long time for people to take that vaccine as well. For everybody to have. And it's not still available for everybody. I think it's still a limited vaccine.
Yeah, but why would UK say like the vaccine they get in Africa is not? They have to go back and go into quarantine. Like
is it
it's
UK
not
or
recognized? UK.
So if anybody gets into UK now, you'll be quarantined for
10 days.
Yeah. Where? Wherever you go to, They'll take you somewhere.
They'll take you to a concentration, an hotel or something. You have to. I think it's an hotel. You have to get an hotel. You have to be there for 10 days. Then they do the test every day for 10 days to be sure that.
Every day.
Yeah.
Then I'd rather stay at home now.
I mean,
it's painful.
People still, but they don't go inside again, no. They've
reduced it.
Okay. No. The technology has been so they've improved it to the point that they don't need it. No, they don't need to go inside.
Get to your brain.
They just touch the tip now. I don't know. Maybe in Nigeria they still go inside.
We were going to
the
Dubai,
ones I did,
and the amount of time I got to the hotel. I was having a headache. Michelle was complaining the same thing.
No. Where did you do it? Dubai.
Before you leave Lagos, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Boshen land on down direct in.
Go and do it.
Compulsory. To shake him, man. Can you hold your head still? That's on board the same thing. To deco, want to know about some new 50,000
QR code. When I was coming, the flight I was supposed to take, they didn't carry me because of the QR code. They said I don't have the QR code, and I was trying to do it immediately. They said no, time has gone, so they didn't put me on that flight. I had to take another one because of QR code. But I guess they've cancelled it.
A lot of people made a whole lot of money doing that. I think a lot of people money.
They still do.
They're still making it
because, I mean,
face masks is still selling.
Then 50,000 on everybody coming into the country because you have to pay that 50,000 for the COVID test.
Money bank, because their customer low. That's a lot of money. Do you know how many people travel every day?
That's a lot of money.
50,000 going and coming and be both.
No, when you're coming,
50K.
You cannot enter Nigeria if you don't have the QR code, and the QR code we give you. You have to pay 50,000 to get the QR code to do the COVID test when you arrive. So I did it.
No, what's your test for any airport?
I've been vaccinated.
In Nigeria?
No, I've been vaccinated in America.
But they just collect the 50,000.
When I was coming, I paid the 50,000. Even after vaccination, I still have to go and do the COVID test.
In Nigeria?
Because I already paid the 50,000. So if I don't do it, it's waste.
Me, I didn't do it because I know I'm okay.
So you just paid the
I just
50,000.
gave me the PR code, you code to get code one code. I didn't go. They were sending me message, but I didn't.
No. You're not because it's just like you're just paying Sarah money. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's still Sarah money.
If you're negative.
What of a lower Tony?
I mean, I need to what's more song. Yeah.
Oh my God. But that's the situation of things. But I know by God's grace, it will improve.
It's getting better though.
Things will get better.
It's getting better. It's getting we thought it was going to be like 3 months. Okay, by 6 months.
No, it wasn't. It was over 2 years.
It's
now.
been 2 years now, and we're still dealing with this thing.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, a lot of people have to cancel their wedding.
Cancel so many things. Cancel wedding.
Pay
cancel,
twice.
Yeah.
Pay twice for the same thing.
And entertainment industry low budget. Hospitality.
No, only we possibly only time around later. But we're not aware. Time and more value proverbial. Because if you don't save, more.
Yeah.
And you are in Nigeria, you're as good as your last skin.
Yeah. I saw plenty people, especially the celebs on today not giveaway. Comments.
On by giveaway. No, that period was no joke.
So basically post your account number by how come I verified celebrity? No, my post account name.
Because we are all in the same
well, I'm there. Everybody is there, man.
No, that period of time
was tough. It was
challenging.
And it was even more tough for somebody like me.
It was challenging.
It was just 3 months into my business.
Yes. Yeah. I'm me now. You know, I'm going to look for your father. Yes, I remember. After putting so much effort
for just
sorry.
I'm gonna shock what.
Okay, go man pay ma. Oh no. Man boy is very she. And the Lagos State government now said, Lagos gonna
they were really after nightlife. Yeah. They were really after nightlife. So
we're still locked down like for like a year now.
Yeah, no.
But we are only 300.
Like
reduced number.
Like 9 months after. Yeah. And imagine you investing so much in a business and for the next almost a year you cannot operate. You are paying rent. We survived, Sha. We survived. We thank God. We thank God. There's a whole lot of all this new acts that are busting my head these days. So yeah.
Oh, you mean that you like their songs? Oh yeah.
Loj, have you heard Loj?
Loj. Commanding Gongo. Go down on me with your coca body. I like the song.
Yeah.
Oh, his name is Loj.
Yeah, Loj.
I don't know his name, but I know the song.
Loj is.
If you play the song,
he has like 3-4 songs, and the guy is.
I like this particular one. I know, and
that's us guy now.
Yeah. I love the song.
Yeah. I like Loj. I'm feeling Loj very.
I like the song
much. I'm feeling Thames. Thames is.
Yeah. Thames is good. Thames is good. Really good. Really good. Really good. Omale is good. There's this other guy.
I like the old Omale songs.
Okay.
All right, but this under anofiti under anofiti under anofiti understand. I don't know that. I don't really like that.
I still like that vibe still tell you.
Yeah, I just don't get the under. Change your breakfast.
I know I still like the song. I see that one. I still like that song. I think all of his song I still like.
Yeah, the guy is awesome though.
like
but like the godly song is godly is my favorite.
Godly is Godly.
Yeah, I'm feeling him. I'm feeling who else?
Fireboy.
Fire. I don't feel fire for like 2 years. Yeah. Only it's almost a year.
Yeah, but now it's
just sinking.
Catching fire now. The song is now. I think he has a remix with One Day Colleague again. Yeah,
that's the same song.
Yeah, Peru.
Sounds like a One Day.
Yeah. The song
sounds like a song One Day.
The song is banging now. Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Fireboy, like I said, on Malay. That
Loje.
Then there's this other song. I don't know the artist's name. It's always common on. Girls use it to dance. I think it's Iris Star.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iris Star.
What's that song? Can you come vibe? Can you come vibe?
Vibe. The song title is Vibe.
If you sing the song, maybe I'll. But I just know people are doing like. You guys are my vibe. I like that song too.
Yeah, that's a good song. Yeah.
She did it so well.
But the rhythm is so good.
Yeah, I like that song.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's Jazzy that produced that. Yeah, it's Jazzy.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, she's under me.
She's with them.
Yeah, I think it was Jazzy. It sounds
Iris Star, something AY. I
Iris Star.
Maybe it's Yankee.
Is it Iris Star or Star or something? It was London that produced it. Oh wow. I thought it was Jazzy. Yeah, very nice song.
Yeah,
very nice.
Then
song.
I'm feeling this somebody will marry me soon by Tiwa. Yeah, that song is.
Yeah, I've not had my time with that song, but I'm seeing the buzz.
That song they enter too. They enter. They penetrate. Those
somebody
are the songs.
Picking go marry me.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody picking go fight me one day or something.
Those are the songs that are now and they are doing so well.
You know the funny thing is, the music has now grown to the point that we wanted.
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
Yes.
You know, there's a
whereby as you are creating, they are consuming.
and then again, it's not. I want to do party song.
Yeah.
Now people want to listen to lyrics and see that it is there.
I have my connection with this song. Yeah.
There's one song with Vector and what's her name?
She only loves
Early Momo.
Yeah.
Good song.
And it's not fast.
And that's not a party. So for people to pay attention to that kind of song, I was telling myself one day, okay.
Back in the day,
and this is why I'm going back to music.
Yeah, we cannot do so.
Now because I know that I write balance. Now you want to listen. Okay, let's go back to the catalog. Yeah.
But the tempo is too. Yeah.
So now let's go back to the catalog. So you can now, you can now listen to real songs. You know, take your time and digest it.
Not just for club alone.
Not just
and
for.
Some of them they even play it in the club. Yeah. Club to Koja Ijo.
Bro, I did a show here. I think it was around June. His name was DJ Smalls.
I know him. I know Smalls.
Bro.
I know him. He fucked me up.
Bro. This dude was not even playing party songs. It was just slow R&B,
and it was
Afro,
and
the crowd was just vibing. All the songs. There was a time that he just did that. He just hold it. The crowd just started. Where you did? Oh man, I was up here. I went crazy. Like I was like, what the?
Mid tempo is now
okay. Let me tell you why I wanted to go crazy. When I was having the picture of BLVD, how I wanted to be the kind of I already had that dream.
Yeah,
a place where somebody can just.
So
a DJ can hold a show down with no artist. I was like, you brought it to reality. That was how I felt. Like you brought it to reality. This is it.
Yeah.
Like I got to stop any slow songs.
And it's gonna be like this for a long time before it.
Because this is the lifespan. This is why a Two-Face can be relevant till today. After almost 20 years, it's all those set of songs. You get, but how many Two-Faces do you have in the business? Exactly. They're not a whole lot.
Exactly.
You get, they're not a whole lot. And in between, you get,
for now,
people,
what is dominating
people understand what good music is. Yeah, I think the Afro hip hop music is now way mature.
We are the prime now.
Yeah.
Now people all over the world dance to. There is not. Oh, I don't know that brand of music. No, everybody knows.
Everybody.
So we are the prime now.
I mean, Wiz is. I mean, Yankee plays. Almost all the radio stations play. They play even if some places they don't know him, but majority
even
of people.
50 Cent, some places
they don't know him. They don't know them. But Wiz is.
Yeah.
He's up there.
I think the brand of music is at the prime now. We are there.
If it's a fair thing, you know. I could feel it. It's interesting. It's interesting. But for someone like you, because I still remember when we did Little Money, you know, that have been through all these faces. Yeah. How do you feel now?
I think all I could say is just privilege. I'm privileged because what about those who are not there now to, you know, there are some stories I want to share, but the people they don't even know that story. They can't. If I even share the story, they will not appreciate the story. So I'm looking for some of those guys that I can. If you are not around now, who am I going to shoot? They are not even there.
Share the story. Share any story.
Remember where you have to hold on to Mike Babakudi, and there's no mic stand, and you have to kneel down. Mike Babakudi now.
No, Babakudi has my rent.
Because you are not even the owner of the mic. You rent the mic for that day. The only thing you own is the computer and the laptop. Every other thing inside the computer is software.
Atari.
And use that to record an album. All those Little Money songs.
Those were days.
Exactly. And you being old school, you know, they release new sound card, new ways of recording, new software every day. You have to continue to update yourself.
Yeah.
The tune changes, the rhythm changes, the melody changes, the approach to music changes, and you still have to update yourself. Otherwise, you fade out.
The journey from Little Money to Gongo Aso to Living Things to all those hits till date, bro. I think you're just one of the very few who could survive it.
Yeah, because it's not most of the accolades I would say is not because I was special. No, it's just being fortunate and understanding the value of being grounded. You mentioned something earlier that about quality foundation of Ada. You know, if you are not grounded at the beginning, you get tired or you get frustrated. Let them be doing whatever they are doing now that I'm not doing anymore. Let me go and do something else. But because we are so grounded, when we started, we didn't just learn. Majority of us that could rap could sing.
Yeah.
Majority of us that could rap could sing, could produce.
Yeah. Many of people don't even know that you can rap.
Could manage yourself, could promote yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not about sorry, jacket, you do your jacket design. So we could do a whole lot of things in one person. And now, like any manager, what is called manager? What is PA?
PR.
PR. Or plugger. You know,
the more the industry grows,
then
those
more
opportunities were coming in.
But at the beginning, you need to be able to do a whole lot. Then when those things came, you need to learn to let go. Because when you're used to doing everything on your own, it will be very hard for you to give roles to people. You'll be feeling, they are not going to do it the way I want to. But now you need to learn to let concentrate on the music alone.
And let them do their work.
Let them do their work, marketing online. Let them.
So would you say the industry is way structured now?
We are there. Structure, no. We are there in terms of international recognition. We are there in terms of our content. We are there in terms of our numbers. We are there in terms of shows and having a categories in Grammy. We are there, but internally, back here, we are not there. I see one average Nigerians will be downloading songs and paying. Then we are there.
Well, I don't think anybody.
The culture. You
probably want to refer to streaming.
Yeah, the culture of streaming, downloading. We are not still there. If you know why, I'll tell you that. If you check it, majority is coming from outside the country, not inside the country. So
majority of
those that are
numbers,
making much more
than numbers, right?
Yeah, they can see that their numbers are coming from outside the shores of not internally. Bóyá tó wọ́n tó sọ pé tó bá fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ ìyẹn ó máa ta locally, but wọn ò ní download, wọn ò ní fowó ra gan, wọn máa download the DJ máa fún wọn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ni. That's why the artists have to go to shows, go and jump on stage, perform to make money. So until that streaming culture and downloading culture can meet up with our strengths in terms of the songs and
not like it's not happening now. People stream.
Yeah, but we're not there.
They're not.
We're not there. The numbers are not there yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because a whole lot of sometimes when I check, even when I check my own reports and all that, most of my streams
and
come from abroad.
And in structure wise, no, we're still not there. How many record labels can show me their office that has 100 workers that are online daily by don't tax in Nigeria and buy this song because they know that the market is not here.
The
market is not here.
I actually don't even think the record label thing is necessary anymore.
No, it is because you have. I mean, for you having this is a record label. It's not about how big it is or how big it looks. Do you get?
Okay.
So, some people can be consulting for you now.
My own perspective is right now, all the things record label used to do for us back then in, let's say, even early 2000s,
I think you can
2001, 2002. I think you being an independent now, you can.
Yeah, that's why I say.
Just a click, you can.
No, that's why I say you can consult people. People can do it for you, but you need a brand name. You still need that platform.
Like a record label.
Yeah, because people that consult for you are not going to consult for you for free. And if you are consulting with them individually, that means you are consulting for yourself. What if you now sign an artist? Odimeji.
Is Wizkid on any label?
He's the owner of his label.
Starboy.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point. At this point, I don't.
And that's what I'm saying. No,
I don't think.
No, you're saying it for the. I'm not saying it for the upcoming.
Okay.
I'm saying it for the already made artist.
Yes, but
for instance, let me use for example Wizkid. There are loads of people that consult for him.
Yeah.
Here and abroad.
Yeah, but as an independent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing. The same thing. I just don't think in 2021 it doesn't make.
Things are going in a different direction, whereby people can even be in their house and work. So
and what I was you know that record label idea of you sit down, we sign you, we give you car, we give you house.
No, people are still doing but that's not the way to go now.
Did you see one picture I posted yesterday on my Instagram?
Which one?
Let me show it. Where's my phone? I need to say this. This is a typical example of what record label.
You don't even give people a car when sales mail load it at home for motor. Charity. People are not.
You know that, but that has
was
always
the way
been.
It started. Yeah.
That's see.
I saw this one. I saw it yesterday. I saw it.
So guys, don't feel like you're lost. What I'm showing him is a picture of a guy in the studio with two guys behind him. You go to my Instagram page, you see two guys with cutlass behind him. Yeah, that's the typical record label mentality. No, go back for a hit song.
Things has changed.
But I don't think that's going to happen. That will ever happen again in 2021.
We are not going back
no,
to that.
No. Now, this is what I was talking about. Does this one still exist?
No. I have a 16-year-old boy who has recorded 4 songs on his own. He has about probably 5,000 plus followers already. It's good. He has seen the value of what he's been doing on his own. So Kilo first suffer already. Yeah. And it's just 16. He's writing his common entrance now.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's just 16. So there's so many people like individually now because of the streaming culture and we are exposed to the rest of the world. So you are not limited to Nigerians alone.
Yeah. The market has opened up.
If you have a good song, anybody can like your song.
Market has really opened up.
And that's it. So that's the level we are now. So we can't go back to those who are. I'm not talking about this cutlass level. No, that's not. No, I'm not that era of buying car, house. No.
Bro, I've seen situation. I think you know about the story. There is one story that one record label owner went to beat his artist in.
Is it one?
In Friday.
In one, I
mean.
Well, is it one? Is it one? Is it one or plenty? Is it one or plenty? One no matter no man. No, several cases like that now. We are not in that area anymore.
Yeah, you could do things independently, and you can record, you can distribute, you can still make your money all under your fingertips without.
You don't need anyone.
Even music video is way more easier than those days that we shoot for 6 million, 7 million. You'll be surprised now. A viral video, don't shoot with iPhone. Oma go viral.
Official
video 6-7 million.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the same streaming money
get. So, and if you see it as a business, then you start monitoring how much do I spend, how much am I getting back. Because
are you signing anyone on anytime?
Yeah. That like the boy that I told you.
I know there was a time you had like 4 or 5 artists.
Yeah, but then, I'm working with this 16-year-old boy and one of just 2 of them.
Just 2 artists.
H-World and Milanto.
I've heard H-World before.
Azan, you have seen Azan with me.
Yeah. Azan H-World. Okay.
Then the Milanto boy is the 16-year-old boy.
Milanto. Is their stuff is out? They have their stuff out.
Jobless.
Now they are still recording.
These boys, when they sing, I look at them like, bullet right there. Their ways are different now. The boy will tell me, I don't write the songs down. Play the beats. And he can record 2 songs in a day. And everything, every beat and pieces of it will make sense. I swear. You know me now, lyric.
Everything.
For me not to see. Because man telling me, Male chipping, right, to help them.
Yeah.
But this boy, I'll just be looking at them. During our time, you have to have a complete song before you can
record them now. Yeah,
because your studio session is 8 hours. So if you are now doing rubbish, you're on my lead. So people don't charge per song, per time level. They charge you per song.
Yeah.
So the producers charge, okay, this song, this is how much I'm collecting from you before I can produce this. From my intellectual, okay, this, and if you guys reach an agreement, then you pay. So things are changing. As it's changing for the artists, changing for the producers, for everybody. Things are changing always. The way we sell our album before is not the way it's been sold these days.
Yeah.
We are bigger than Alaba now. But before, Alaba used to be the almighty.
Do you remember? Let me ask you something. It's personal,
okay,
but at the same time, it's funny. Do you remember your reaction the day Afrobest gave us 3 million? Bro,
hold me.
Bro, I cannot forget that night.
Jay.
We were.
Calm down. 3 million.
See, regardless of the damage that market cost, we still need to give it to those boys, man. Obaino.
Without them,
Obaino, Afrobest, Tijo.
Jude Music. Total first album.
Yeah. Jude. Yeah, it's Jude Music. Jude Music.
A whole lot of them.
Man, those guys.
No, without them.
We give it to them.
Because
I give it to them.
They are the ones that sacrifice for what we are enjoying today. Without pushing the music out, without doing mixtape, without compiling the album, giving it to people who are in Toronto, who are in New York, and they sell it over there.
Funny enough, they saw this coming, this new era.
Yeah,
they saw it coming. Do you remember that?
Uba music.
Uba. Do you remember that late 2012, 13, 14, right? They hardly signed people. They hardly give money out because they already saw it coming that I think this thing is changing.
Because the money they are giving out, they are not getting it back.
Yeah.
The artists will sell it to them, and the artists will still go and stream it online. And when people have it on their phone already, why am I buying it? Connect your phone to your car.
And it plays.
So the physical CD copy is not selling as before. Okay, my send it. All right. You know, things have changed. So they are not making their money back anymore. And even at the beginning of our own journey, you know, they sell audio and video.
No.
After a while, video don't sell anymore.
Yeah.
They sell audio
CD,
and they will do video.
The deal covers CD
and VCD. VCD. That's what they call it. Things have changed.
Nice. It's funny because do you know that this thing is not been long ago.
But the our development or our growth has been so rapid.
I told my son.
Rapid.
I was telling my son found one of my old CDs.
Okay.
In my bag.
Okay.
And he saw the artwork, he saw the plates. I was like, Daddy, what's this? I'm like, the CD. What's a CD? Then I need to start explaining.
Yeah.
It's a compact disc.
Yeah.
You take it to the studio, you record it, you put it in the system. I have to explain the process. And after the explanation, I was now thinking to myself that, more. Funny how things
these kids now that you're talking about, they might not know CD.
He doesn't know what it is.
Flash drive, that's what I'm
saying.
Plug
he has
and play.
No idea.
Yeah.
He has no idea. And my son is 10.
What about cassette? Oh, really?
Exactly.
What about the plate?
My son is 10. He doesn't know what the CD is.
That you're longing things. Plug and play me.
There was one day I was doing something on YouTube. So I was trying to navigate around some things. It was just like, hey Dad, what are you trying to do?
You're going to
and then, no, this is the way. Just
go
through this way. Yeah, that's it. I was like, thank you. Then I feel so old.
The reality is done on you.
I feel so old. I feel so old.
I don't know what to do. Now.
And it's a new, and they understand that world. They understand that world.
Michelle that is telling me to post her on my page because she wants subscriber for her YouTube. Say, Daddy, I'm a YouTuber. Dad, you know I'm a YouTuber. YouTuber.
But bro, that's what she wants. That's what I mean. That's where the money is. Yeah.
You buy me so long. Is this? Because to buy shake ni mo very happy about don't video and because to buy shake on very free star me or very get the follower. You can't imagine.
They know. Yeah.
You can't imagine your problem.
I'm telling you, they know.
Appear in my video, Dad, so that
they know that you're my dad. When I started this podcast, when I got 1,000 subscribers, she called me. He said, congrats, Dad. I can see you have 1,000 subscribers.
He
saw it on this page. So I can see you have 1,000 subscribers now. I was like,
I
was like, thank you, but it's just 1,000. He said, no, that's something.
Exactly.
That's a milestone right now.
Exactly.
How many hours are you in? Okay, I think you need about 4,000 hours so that they can start advert placement. You know, Timo need. From advert placement, he was the one that told me that this is what I need. You get how hours he also for me. You have this hours now. So you advertise.
Odema.
And it happened. He knows everything.
Hey,
He knows everything. And he has a YouTube page, but gaming YouTube page. He teaches other kids how to games. Fortnite.
So their world is different.
So it's different from the way we grew up.
It's changing.
Wow. That's Darugbo.
What Darugbo? Things are changing. Along.
It's interesting though.
Yeah. Because tell me about, I mean, for anybody to tell you that you are going to feel this way, you say, I'm young. Because I felt maybe probably I will stay young forever. But me, I'm going by my day. Today got me until I saw the twins.
Yeah.
Uncle Milori video. Dad, what's up? I told my mom that I want to open my own TikTok account, but she's refusing, so I need you to talk to her. TikTok.
TikTok.
Only Tom. Only TikTok. Only TikTok. They are not really about Instagram. TikTok now.
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah. I want to domino, but on TikTok. On
Instagram. On TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, they do.
My passion operate. So money TikTok. Money no. Spell the TikTok for me. TIK. Mari. It's just like another version of Instagram.
Just open it.
I have their videos. Someone send videos. Some things I'll ask them and say, tell me how can I do this? They can match 3 videos, all those things.
They know that
somebody's voice they will imitate me, Moshe, and all me. I don't know how to do that. I'm not lying, I swear.
It's true.
Like there'll be an audio voice there.
Yeah, they will now act it.
I don't know how to do it.
And they sync it to the voice.
Me, Moshe, and me. Yeah. I'm like, the word is TV share.
One share for me. I want share for me. But Daddy, this is the song. You go, come.
What is this for? Then I'm seeing a whole lot of grown-ups don't share.
Yeah, but they are way more updated than we are. I'm telling you. Way more updated than we are.
Don't worry. Before Kutolo, I play my what kind they come to share acting. Money Joshua fair acting.
You know the crazy thing about my own kids now, they want to come to Nigeria.
So bad.
Like, don't share anybody. Come back with me saying, are you at the studio? Yeah. Can we see your studio? I'll show them. Oh, Daddy, I need that studio. When next you're going, I'm coming with you. I need that studio. I need that studio. Or you set another one out for me. They want to come so bad. I'm like, it's not that safe for you guys to come.
But you're there.
What do you mean it's not safe? What do you mean it's not that safe?
No. It's a different world.
It's interesting.
And the world continues to change.
And it's the way the whole thing goes.
Remember, the first social platform that I know at our time was MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace is like Facebook.
Yeah, no, MySpace now. Yeah.
And
I think the problem was MySpace concentrated on a particular industry.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
Was MySpace for everybody?
It was for everybody.
This one doesn't even know about MySpace.
MySpace.
You're like 3 years old when MySpace came out.
MySpace is like Facebook. It's just like Facebook.
Yeah. But there's still MySpace, so he's still there.
The guy kept on updating it.
But could be.
Yeah. You have musicians on there as well. You have
It
was like Facebook.
Yeah, it was like Facebook.
But all of a sudden, Facebook came. You can remember that time. When you Facebook, when you know what am I doing? I'm using MySpace. I was saying no. mo rántí pé Yazayan ló lọ sí Facebook mi first Facebook mi Yazayan lọ sí pé àní bọ̀bọ̀ sí
Facebook sẹ́ ìgbà yẹn
o mọ̀ kí mo ní o bá 500,000 cafe ni
alọ́ra 30 minutes ni àwọn boys yìí o mọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ you enjoying you went to cafe in what year.
Even that time for cafe lówó gan a máa lọ wo time èèyàn tó ṣe lo time ẹ kù jọjẹ lo
time jẹ́ kí n lo 15 minutes
yẹn 15 minutes tó kù yẹn before kí wọn tó bá ro tó máa lọ ra time
ra 30 minutes and 1 hour. Wow.
And cyber cafe yẹn sì kò sí mọ́.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Everybody has internet at home.
It's gone. Èrò pọ̀ cafe.
Ọba Tony tí nǹkan wá ṣe tán lè rí màá lọ. Yeah. Yeah.
You're giving assignment or anything, or you have to do what?
Cyber cafe.
Allah.
EFCC was long post cyber cafe.
Yeah, but one okay. All the hours that Nigeria go do.
EFCC was long post cyber cafe. Wow, it's quite interesting though. It's quite how at the same time I feel so honored to have gone through all those phases. But then again, I now think about it that okay, all these kids that are in this point now, what would they be experiencing in the next 30, 40 years?
My bad gone. We are buying motor mama full.
Flying car still already.
In Bolowa. In what country?
Baba. Flying cars, what's the prototype flying car is still that?
Yeah,
but they are want to build there. One test, one lower.
But by then, what you aquarium?
Movie? No.
Only like lo bi movie actually. What like Billy Aisha Marine.
What's it about? Check it for me. Who did it?
One guy, I forgot the guy. They had to pad him. All looks stronger. But we have our family of us no human no be.
Okay.
Half human, half party. Over that be Avatar.
Half human, half alien.
Yeah, over that be Avatar.
Okay.
But in their world over there, you need to see how they created that world. I think that's how the world is going to be. As a family, this building will not be touching the ground, and it will stay in the sky, in the air.
I actually think there's so many things that there are so many things that we don't know.
Cars were moving. That's it. Aquaman.
Okay.
Aquaman. God bless you. That's the movie. But what movie be a
nice. I think there are so many things, even in the developed world, right? I still think there's so many things we don't know as regards the earth and what can be achieved and where we are going to. Yeah. We are just developing
as time goes by.
We are just developing
so it's going to phase by phase,
bit by bit. Because I'm thinking that imagine, they are okay. The universe is so big to the point that it's like really impossible that there is no any other planet where there is life. It's so wide that you cannot life me. I believe there's something somewhere because all these UFO sightings, they all used to cite all these UFOs, and I used to think that if these UFO sightings are actually true, right, those UFOs will just be looking at us like because.
But no, nǹkan tó sọ ọ̀tọ̀ náà mo ti rí nǹkan tó lọ ń fẹ́ gbẹ́ kànga rí náà wọ́n lọ́ọ́ dẹ̀ gbẹ́ kànga wọ́n dẹ̀ kàn pan pé àwọn tó wà sáré pé àwọn ló ń gbá pan ẹ̀ ń ṣe eré ni whether it's true whether it's lie I don't know.
Yeah, hard though.
I swear down. I swear down.
There are 21.6 sextillion planets in the universe.
Sextillion.
What does it mean by what is sextillion?
Batan grow. Batan come on school. Most of them there's only 12 planets. 12 planets don't cover now. What's back when? 12 planets. But right now the planets are uncountable.
No.
Bro.
It's still the same.
No.
There are 21.6 sextillion. So the
it is in Baba. It is.
No, so planet on
12 oh.
0.00,000.
It is unlimited. So I'm thinking if these aliens,
sure.
you know, Google how many planets.
Okay.
I'll tell Prince to Google it for us and tell us how many planets do we have now.
Irony.
It is, bro. So even those ones that were teaching us, they don't have the
clearly.
See the number of planets.
30
trillion, yeah.
So le moton. So àwọn kan máa tún wà tó ń gbé gbèsè ayé.
So ibomi wà nǹkan tó ṣe bá wọn máa ń rí UFO sightings ni. When those there's one check YouTube. There's one Commander Frazier. That is an air pilot.
20 trillion planets.
Yes, there is one Commander Frazier. He's a Navy. He's an Air Force. He's a U.S. Air Force commander that sighted this UFO. The guy said the way the thing moves, right? It's like an object that is flying. It's like a saucer flying. The video is on YouTube. And the way it moves, it is not from this earth. I want drive US fighter jets. David Fravor. They sighted it. They locked it. It's blocking all their radar. And this thing is blocking the radar. They have more tech than we do. So this thing can move. Check the movement. They said it can move from ground level, from sea level to like 30,000 feet in like 30 seconds. It is unbelievable. The movement is unbelievable. They said it's not from this world. There's no way that thing is from this world. It doesn't use fuel because there was no carbon emission. It does not use fuel. There's nothing like exhaust or carbon emission coming out from it. No.
It was hovering.
It was just hovering. And it looked, and the guy said by the time they left where they are going, when they were tracking it, at the point they didn't see it again. By the time they got to where they're going, it's there. Waiting for them. He said there is no way. I watched that. I saw his interview for almost 3 hours. I was listening to him. He said there's no way this thing is from Earth.
So there are some people living their own life
somewhere else.
With advanced technology.
Way more advanced than what. So all these ones that we are doing, they will just be laughing. Oh, you guys have drones now? Okay, we are getting there.
And they are in their own world.
We don't know because there is no way to verify it. But people have seen. Yes, they connect because look at the numbers of planets now, Baba. Look at the numbers of planets. But then grew 12 planets, not with our only 12 lower. But they are discovering more. And you know, even in China now, I heard China is now doing hybrid humans. Yeah, hybrid. Yeah. That they would have programmed you from the pregnancy, right? So if they want to do like the best NBA players now, they have particular genes. Yeah, they'll take their particular genes and you come out to be like that, and that is what you focus. They'll just make sure they train you and you do that thing. So I think we're just starting. Because
already is in what they determine sex or more.
Of course,
yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, but I mean that's why I tell people sometimes. What did you call that thing, Dami? Insemination. When they do artificial insemination, IVF. When they do the IVF thing and they give birth to 3 or 4 kids. Church testimony. So
it should be misplaced priority.
You go to church to do the one we know you did IVF. Come on, man. Give the flower to who the flower belongs to.
Doctors now. But doctors to shake instead of church.
Pastor Lomagbo.
Dúpẹ́
lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run, dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ doctor tó ṣe. Only church. But the alien thing, Baba. So I think
you need to send me see a way. mo ti fẹ́ kápá.
Ewo ni.
Kí ni ayé maka bí ṣe ni maka to sense.
Oh, ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca mo pè. Mo ti ká kí ni ẹ̀ pa.
Let me ask you something. What do you think about weed?
Mo fẹ́ fa mo wà yìí.
What do you think about weed?
Ayahuasca mo ń wá lọ.
Mighty fa ayahuasca.
Bí o máa gbé mi lọ planet yẹn.
Baba, that is another experience.
Exactly.
That is another experience that. Okay, so psychedelic experience on a general ground is not something.
Ṣé kìíní ayahuasca yẹn?
Oríṣiríṣi great ni wọ́n. You get, but psychedelic experience is not something that is meant for everybody, right?
It depends on your brain capacity.
Yes, then you always need a guidance. A guidance, somebody to put you if you want to do it. But there's some level to this shit, Baba. There's some level to this shit. There's some level to this. There's some level. You get, there is a. That's why when I see the way people antagonize drug users, when you check the internet and you see somebody who is high on drugs, maybe they're in a panic mode, and they start slapping them and the video goes viral and people are saying say no to drugs. I sometimes I feel weird. I think what they need is drug education, just the way they need sex education in schools. I think they should be giving
because even the paracetamol, whatever we use, has all these things. Regulations.
There's so many. There's so many. Some of these things
what
have their own advantage.
Governments of the world always do is to play God. Just say no to drugs.
Anybody that has that power, yeah.
As if but a consumer is terrible. No. Why not say, okay, these are what this thing can do. This is how it's harmful. People. This is educates people. Educate people, enlighten them.
I think it's
guide them.
Baba, is very important.
After they say no to drugs, people
but they will still do it.
Yeah,
that is why you have all those cases.
That's the problem.
But this ayahuasca.
So they need guidance and I mean, people need to be enlightened and educated on
even weed. You know, weed is psychedelic.
Of course,
weed is psychedelic. You get, but there are some. You need to know the components of what you're taking, right? You need to know the components of what you're taking, because if you know what you're taking, you know how to
react to it.
Then, because it is not legalized, a whole lot of people handle it differently. They want to hard, want to lace, want to hard rishi more.
If you're supposed to take this one naturally alone, but
like weed now, right? Prince, Google the advantages and the usefulness.
Cure cancer.
There is a whole lot of advantage to it.
Yeah, me believe.
There is a whole anxiety. Giri abi? Bigiri, yeah. He works. Yeah, he works for it. He works for anxiety. He works for so many things.
Second number balance. Where is this man?
For time for TikTok.
Yeah.
So the advantage, then some of them are just, they will just put you in another realm, like you want to talk to God.
Bring you closer to your spiritual.
Give me the lineup.
So you have relief from chronic pain, improves lung capacity, helps weight loss, regulates and prevents diabetes, fights cancer, helps
depression, fights cancer.
Also shade against diabetes.
Diabetes, yeah.
Regulates seizures, mend bones, help with ADHD and ADD, treatment of glaucoma.
Glaucoma. And yet, it's okay. And yet, right?
And there's still more.
And yet, we as Africans fight against these things. Then check Yankee. Almost every state has
I want to
legalized it.
regulate.
The last time I was in America,
Yes,
you
now.
could get
Yes,
you
now.
could get your weed from the corner store.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get, and there was a time, I think he's Rotimi Akeredolu, Ondo State.
Yeah, those saw, yeah.
He was telling people about it that we are
the
going to have.
coffee on rice here. So that instead
So
of
why is it hard?
don't miss the rubbish here.
It can be regulated and people, because
will process it.
whether you say you ban it or not, people still use it regardless anyways.
Yeah. But the moment we allow you to fuck, so why not? Ways of making more money.
Taxes.
So he was so adamant
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
my governor.
Yeah,
I like him. He's a great guy.
He was saying, but Nigeria already from government, and that's the best way to kill all these things.
You know one thing I've
Because
noticed.
the best state banshee,
One thing I've noticed about people is there's this zeal about when something is scarce or when something is hard to get. That's when people want to get it.
Captain Black was like, Captain Black, my fire. Yo, Captain Black is officially panic. But we're going to see guys like
No go area name. Yeah.
No, the fact you are. It's like you are condemned in the society.
I'm good. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Do you know that there are people, right, that takes some of this substance like daily,
yeah,
and they have their shit together.
Yeah.
They are doctors, they are lawyers, they have their family, but nobody shows that out. They don't show you that. But if they see one person that just did like this after smoking, now he's everywhere.
Because those boys abuse it, and the content they are taking has been mixed with so many things that are not supposed to be together.
What did you read?
On the taxes we're talking about, in 2020, the states are getting money from marijuana in taxes.
In what country?
California.
US, so
California is
over $20,000.
Alaska. No, Alaska is in his own world. Alaska legalized all drugs, including heroin and cocaine.
No, wait. Alaska legalized all things.
Check. Which state in America legalized all drugs, including heroin and cocaine?
Why?
Because they know the advantages. They are not all bad. It depends on how it's being prescribed, on how you use it. They did.
Like, this is news to me, I swear.
Bro, check it now. It will give you the list. One man's schedule A, Schedule B, Schedule C. They will tell you all these ones. You buy it from the store. Because when you don't buy it when you're buying it from the black market, that's when you take the wrong thing. Yeah. So now it's been regulated. They have all the licenses that you need to go through before you can even sell. Right? I went to a store in New York that I wanted to buy a THC substance, and the guy was telling me that he doesn't sell because even to get the license, he has to go through like 6 different licenses to get it. That I should now describe another place for me that I could get it. You get, and these things, CBD is the best thing that has ever happened to human, and they get CBD oil from marijuana.
Wow.
CBD is from marijuana. Oregon, God bless you. It's not Alaska. Oregon.
They decriminalize all drugs.
All drugs. They decriminalize everything, including heroin and cocaine. Bro.
He's running. I'm a giant. Funny.
That is where.
Funny.
That is where the abuse comes in.
It's not something you have to struggle to get.
Yeah.
On dealers on the streets, on my fade out. I want to get the task. State and lost states me.
Oh, I don't know about Oregon, yeah, but I know that Colorado. Colorado was the first to legalize weed in America. When Colorado did it, accident rates dropped, crime rates dropped drastically. Dropped. People are even more careful, because everybody's high. Everybody's high. So sometimes I think there are some things we can learn. I'm not saying they should legalize all drugs, but let's learn. Let's learn why. Because many of these things, they use it for health benefits.
Yeah,
you know.
You kiri to so mi mo pe ara weed lot in your CD kiri kan to so.
CBD. Ara weed ni now. Check the advantages of the usefulness of CBD. It is insane. It is insane than weed itself. That oil that they get from it, your joint pain, headache, everything, Baba. CBD oil 1 2 ni. Yeah, you can take teaspoons, take it, diabetes, everything. CBD works fantastic.
So CBD can reduce pain, could benefit your heart health, could it can reduce acne. It can also alleviate cancer-related symptoms. Reduce anxiety and depression. And you can relieve pain.
Because
people sell. It's just very hard to get around here, but I know some people sell it because CBD or potent CBD can check in your eye.
Yeah, because you
want to extract it already. Yeah, so but it's actually available. Then now let's talk about ayahuasca. So that one is an interpersonal connection with spiritual the higher realm. Yeah.
So it's not for small picking. So the
guardian that I had told me if I want to talk to anybody that I love that is in the past that is late, I can use it.
I know them actually.
Right? And my experience. I wanted to talk to. Oh no, Muso. I wanted to talk to. Yeah, I was looking to talk to my dad. You know, but he didn't come. Guess who came? That green.
Fuck that shit. You roll it back.
I swear. That green. I was looking for my dad, but I didn't see him. But that green came. He showed up, and we talked. I mean, I get some.
So over that beer for Shoko.
Yeah, for that beer for the year, but it is awesome. As in, you talk to a spiritual version of you. You can ask
of another person.
Some people might think you are hallucinating, but it's not hallucination.
And that's why you need someone to guide you. I understand that part. I said,
but you can, you know, there's some level that you see yourself talking to yourself, telling you,
yeah.
Why do you take life so serious?
Yeah.
Why do you think this thing is a problem? That then depends on how you can navigate it, but it's an awesome experience.
I wonder, Sayo. On time you,
Oh wow. CBD long. Yeah, it is. Yeah, people sell it. But it's very good. I recommend CBD oil for anybody if you know you have health issues,
do you
cancer and all that.
Need to have health issues with all the rubbish that we consume?
Normally you should just take it. Yeah, just take it. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. And I don't know why the government cannot.
Arthritis, anxiety.
Main user arthritis, Baba. Your bone joints. Yeah, it works fantastically well for it.
Wow.
So I don't know why at this point we cannot be looking on how to, and we have these things surplus. Nice. In Nigeria, we have surplus of everything. This country is too blessed to be going through these situations. I'm telling you.
Wait, on that Ayurveda, so it has to be someone you love the most.
No. It depends on where you want to go. It depends on where you want to go. It depends on where you want to. You can drive it anywhere you want to. Any way you want it. Yes. But you could see so many things, you know. I mean, sometimes when I'm stretched out, I like to have some psychedelic experience.
You smoke it or you drink it or you squeeze it or...
It depends. When I did it was like a vapor.
Oh, you
just inhale from a pot. So, but once you if you read, you said you'll be reading about it. You see,
you want to talk to your father? Come to me.
Spirituality home.
I swear.
But there are so many of them like that.
Life is too small. Get my experience.
I've never done coke before in my life.
No, me neither. Never.
I've never experienced it before. But I've seen somebody.
I think those ones are too chemical.
I've seen someone. They're not chemical.
Coke, no, original coke itself is a winning.
But I've seen somebody.
Process
you know, it's actually green from the side.
Yeah.
So I've seen somebody who got into coke at an early age, right? And by the time he was like 23, 24, he's done. His life is as in. For that reason, I don't even want to go close to it because the person looks haggard, looks dirty,
look like 70.
You get.
It's done for.
And it's because they are not guided. They don't have the education to properly know. He was actually him and his girlfriend, and the two of them were wrecked. Yeah. So for that reason, I get scared of it a whole lot, you know. But there are people. Do you know that even most prominent people?
They use up, but I don't know. Come on, shut it down.
Most prominent.
Imagine that coming by. You want
to he was number one in the world at a time.
And it was. I know.
You know him.
I know him.
And I want to mother down. He's always late,
and
it keeps him good.
Yeah.
And he has his shit together.
Yeah, could I mistake? We
just. I mean. We as Africans, we just need to look at things a little bit.
Yeah, maybe measure it, regulate it.
We need to look at, as a matter of fact, like, as Africans, we need to look at everything differently. Everything differently because bondage not if you see what.
It's too much.
Baba. Ani mo rò pé 12 planets péré ló wà ní sen nǹkan tí mo fi dàgbà nìyẹn.
Àṣé mo ṣì bẹ argue sin.
Ṣé mo pé sandalili 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 sandal.
I remember in my country.
Ṣé mo pé standard living ni. Hello, standard living ni.
Kódà mo tún di right orúkọ tí mo fẹ́ pè standard living. Ọlọ́run àwọn oníkùn máa ṣe.
I swear, standard living ni. Standard living.
Is it standard living?
Because standard living.
Standard living.
Teacher to call me in primary school, standard living lo pe. Lórí standard living lo mo. But it's not standard living, it's standard living. That is why I said I'm a lawyer in my country.
Everybody
knows
no
me
wonder
well. Because standard living of a lawyer.
Only àwọn olóò máa ń kọ́ ní school. Ní time wa pé teacher wọn ní pé kí n kọ́ 1 or 2 phone.
Okay.
Standard living mo sọ fún teacher.
Standard living.
Mo de mọ̀ pé àwọn náà dẹ̀ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó wọlé.
Ó wọlé na because kọ́tà náà mọ̀ ni.
Standard living ni. There's so many things they teach us.
Standard
living.
I'm a teacher in my country. Everybody knows me well. If you look me up and down, then we know that is cool.
Standard living.
He's standard living. Oh no! Wow.
A whole lot of things like that they just teach us crap. And we just take
because
it.
Because
and we just take it.
So a whole lot of things
on learning.
Let's just find our way.
I don't even want to go into religion.
Find our own way. Yeah, and it could be.
I don't want. We won't live here. I don't even want us to go into religion because if you go to inside religion, Baba, the unlearning you need to do. You know, I grew up as a celeb boy.
I know.
Baba, unlearning thing on it lot of shit. Go to get here. Okay, this is it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot because the
basically we buy like
go to the figure up Speed Darlington asked me opposite video Colano. He said only a whole lot of people believe when they have sex with a woman who is doing a messes.
That is a bad thing.
It gives you bad luck.
Don't be running because you run.
He was now saying, he said, it does not give you bad luck.
It does not give you any bad luck. It's just the presence of blood that is scary.
It is dirty.
It
is dirty.
Yeah, that's it.
But don't tell me because you sleep with her when she's on.
You are having bad luck.
Now your business will not go.
No.
Come on, man. And I won't lie to you, all of us used to believe it's bad luck because that's the saying.
Because what the belief is tó bá ti wà lára nǹkan pé nǹkan lè má lọ dáadáa.
Why?
Kò dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kò dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
Exactly. Báwo ló ń wá sórí mi? Báwo ló ń wá sórí mi?
Àbí? Èèyàn tó ń ṣe ń kọ́?
Yeah.
You get so.
Báwo ló rí ilé ṣe wá ń kọ́? Báwo ló ń wá sórí mi?
Those are part of the unlearning that we are talking about. There's so many.
Èèyàn kọ́kọ́
dìde àwọn sọ kankan everybody tó tọ́ ni o.
Ẹ̀gbin ni fine but náà kò kí ṣe pé mo
bad luck wa. Yeah, so many things like that. You know.
Ọlọ́run ló máa gbà wá. Standard living here fuck me off. Ọlọ́run jẹ́.
There are many things.
Wàláì tó bá jẹ́ bómi máa bẹ argue pa. Standard living is there. That's majority of our orin máa lọ máa check àwọn orin tó kọ́ wá ń gbà yẹn.
Púpọ̀ nù ẹ̀ bàbá púpọ̀ nù ẹ̀ is not. One miss along the way.
Oh God!
One miss along the way.
But you know, standard living is a
popular one. Is a big one.
Stock.
Yeah, it's a big one, but we all know there are plenty things like that. Plenty things.
We need to find our own way and think differently. Find our own way and do things differently. Not pay okay. One sock pay.
Yes, I mean, as Africans, we need to understand what the basics are.
Kí ni nǹkan tó lọ́n fún wa? Kí ni nǹkan tó expect wa? Kí ló expect of us?
Yeah,
kí ni direction wa? Kí ni ìpìlẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa? Bó la ń lọ?
We put so much
on wọ́n sọ pé
on belief, on religion.
Èmi àti ẹ̀gbọ́n kan ṣe sọ níjọ́ pé because ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ó dá wọ́n ti wà ní bóyá bíi I think it's around 56, 57. He said during gba because mo ń complain gba Ọ̀yọ́ say pé we still back pé Èkó ti lọ every other pé kò yẹ ká wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n á ní things will change pé but it will have been better. Pé time tawa ni premier only Abolore was the premier of Western region. They should allow us to go back to that. That was the best parliamentary system. It was the best because then there was competition. When Abolore see that the Northerns are doing something there, you'll be like, Jojo, how did you do what you did in your area? Can you one do as a region to one Eastern non shit one copy? But the whole region, each of all the regions were doing so well. Making up below anybody.
There's one documentary I need you to watch. It's called The Journey of an African Colony. It's on Netflix.
The Journey of an African
colony. Yeah. You need to see it. You need to see it.
The Journey of an African
colony. Yeah. But before you watch it, make sure you're high.
Okay.
You get
The Journey of an African
colony. Yeah.
Boya malo of an African.
The Journey is in Netflix. Pop up. Is that your Netflix?
Okay. Ṣé Yankee ló ti wò? Okay, mani láti tan VPN.
No, because it's a Nigerian thing.
Okay, jẹ́ n pa VPN gbà.
Nigerian colony, Tony. Yeah.
Jẹ́ n pa
of the weekend. Just put
VPN.
Just put The Journey. You need to see it. This documentary talks about how the white people came. But Oba of Lagos,
yeah,
fought war.
With them. Okay, The Journey.
This is it.
Only.
Yes.
Okay,
fought war with them.
Yeah.
Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá padà wá pẹ̀lú machine gun. You need to watch it. It's one of the most interesting one that. But right now I'm watching Cocaine Cowboys now. King of Miami.
I want to mean our boys are bad. When I watch such, I want to. Oh my God, you've heard the drug dealer. No, I'll be honest. Have you seen this guy? Togbele. To one in New York. To one in
okay.
Rikers Island. Isn't
what's his name? Kilo called drug lord El Chapo. Wallahi ọjọ́ kejì mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti kilo ṣẹlẹ̀ gan.
Because the guy was able to do a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
How long?
Yeah.
Actually, Cocaine Boys.
Cocaine Cowboys is interesting.
Okay, some of them are still alive. They were
in the documentary. Yeah, I saw it. It was so good.
Idiot. Papa was stupid.
Yes.
It
was just greedy. It was just great. And you saw the whole thing, Abi? The ledger, it was the last ledger that killed them. The ledger they found at the end.
Even the girl was stupid.
Why would you put that in your
emotion?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
It was okay.
It was really good. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. It was good.
You know, they were
it was really good.
When it first came out on Netflix. They were promoting it. Cocaine boys, what rubbish is it? So that day I was so bored. Because play any. They started from nowhere.
Yeah.
They started from nowhere, and they were all friends.
There was one part when they went to bust one of them's house. And they took $6 million cash in the house. The lady said, I think that's just
no. That's not the only thing she said. She said if they have looked further,
they'll see more.
The war.
There is more. That $6 million is chicken change of what he expected them to see.
Sal, break down. Yes, the one they see physically is what they took. Yeah. The walls, all the walls, money the one with the wall. Sal and the other guy. Sal, they call some of them. Come out to Sal. You come out to Sal. Baba to America, Cuba.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been 15 years. The guy didn't show.
Just keep not shaking law.
There's one again. There's one of that documentary. Remember that documentary that I was telling you? Is it Galveston? Those guys that sold submarine for Russian mafias. What's the name now? Check the name for me. He came with the plane. You saw Otipuni?
No. Oh. Let me shock you. Okay, let me shock you. You know why I said I would love to be a drug dealer? There is a guy in Germany. My friend on Netflix. He's 16 years old.
Okay.
In Germany.
Okay.
The highest in Europe. Oh, I'm there.
She's going to shining. What's the name?
Shining
armor or something.
Yeah, you know what?
That was selling online.
Yeah, in his 3-bedroom apartment with his parents. His parents never comes to his room. And this boy created a website.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. That's a good one.
The guy is planning a new one now.
Oh yeah.
He said he's planning a new one. He's a superstar. And the boy is so brilliant.
His money is in Bitcoin. Yeah. His money is in Bitcoin. Man. But
only Netflix is how come talking from where we know let
me tell you. Some of these things, when you watch them normally, right, you have a different view.
Yeah.
When you watch them,
you understand.
When you watch them when you are high,
Jay,
there is a different interpretation.
Jay, that mo drug lord in Mexico.
Chapo.
But mo bere ya mi se ma complain kini mo wo o join me. This guy did a whole lot.
He's like the king there. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves him. He gets. Well, he's a killer.
Just the killer, the
he's a killer, and
those parties.
They cut a whole lot of life short, because of that business.
Yeah. If I can be a drug lord without killing, like that German boy, that boy didn't kill anybody.
You cannot be a drug lord.
I'm just saying. That's why they need to regulate drugs and all that, so that when people don't need to go to corner to buy it and struggle to buy it, it's not going to be expensive.
Yeah.
And it's well regulated. Everybody, you can go to pharmacy and buy it. But boy, my crush,
funny enough, do you know that alcohol used to be a drug?
Yes, of course, yeah.
You get, and you can actually.
That's why in America you have to put it in a brown paper, now you still put it in brown paper.
You can overdose on alcohol.
Yes,
and die,
of course,
right?
Of course.
And based on findings and credible studies, they know that it's more dangerous than weed.
Yeah, even the cigarette. I'll say they should take away tobacco. bring
and people
weed.
still drink alcohol
And they
like
still
crazy.
smoke.
They still go out there and
Yes.
and you have all these ones that are natural substances that are beneficial to
Yeah.
human that you're
you're
supposed
still
to, and
condemning
for
it.
some reason you don't want
To-
everybody to
yeah.
have access
Yeah.
to it. It's just
That means
weird.
they are benefiting from those ones that are in existence. So this in different market, they think maybe they might not benefit from.
I mean, you know what I think? I think there's something they don't want you to know.
So I won't play God on top of our Adam and our Eva.
I'm telling you, I think there's something they don't want you to know.
Yeah, because that's what I mean.
There's something they don't want you to know, and they know those things, and those things are useful to them, and they don't want it to be for everybody. It's just for selected few. That's what I think. Yeah.
Well, people are smoking weed now, and people are, and people are discovering what they are discovering. It's just left for those.
I just think, like, especially we as Nigerians, I just think like NDLEA, they need to do more in educating people. You know, they need to. It's not just about arresting people and, you know, making them look like, okay, it's the end of their world. You know, but do more, educate people, tell people what these things are.
You know, before they can do that, we need to structure. We need to get Nigeria ready
First,
before all those part of all the
so many factors. Yeah.
Let Nigeria be ready. Let's get Nigeria ready. Let's take a start. As
a matter of fact, there's no, even in churches, once they know this person smoke, you cannot see the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Which is not right.
Back in Nigeria, she was about if you drive. In fact, yeah, we're neutral. When we are in drive, then we can now start checking every angle. Okay, lay you die. Park
Who is going to fix it?
We don't call me my fix or your status.
But you were in the politics. You wanted to fix. You wanted to fix things, even in your area in Abolore Adegbola. I know you did a whole lot of things.
Yeah. Then is that the only thing you want to do?
Of course, you have other things.
Other things that I want to do now. So, and if I'm doing this, it will affect family me. That will affect my other life. Why do I want to die there? I'm not the only Jesus.
Abi?
Or I'm not the only one that okay. Also, several other people can do it.
Let's give them your social media handle, because I think we've done.
My social media handle is Nice Official on Instagram.
Nice Official Instagram.
Number 9 IC Official. Same thing on.
There was a time they asked one of your.
No, with
the followers.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Everything.
Awesome.
And I now want to verify.
Talohake.
Báwo ma ṣe mọ̀ mí o mọ̀. Ọba ẹ̀kọ́ fún mi rẹ́rìn ni.
O fi rẹ́rìn.
O ma post ball. O lè post èèyàn kan tó ń gera on jokes. The guy just post jokes.
On your page.
Ma tún message through another account. Akọ̀ṣe LOL.
How did he get into your account?
Mi ò mọ̀.
O ti send kankan fún ẹ tó click.
Tí mo lọ click. Ìgbà mi kò wá ní wàá sá. Olùbílẹ̀ ọmọ kí ọ wà ní.
Akàwé.
Ọmọ ṣe wèrè ni.
Kò dẹ̀ bèrè owó.
Kò dẹ̀ bèrè owó lọ. Mo ní lò ló fẹ́ kò dá mi lọ. Tó bá ti fi àkáǹtì yẹn a tún block àkáǹtì yẹn. Màá tún lọ àkáǹtì mi message.
Ó máa ní gbogbo kí àwọn ọmọ tó ti DM ẹnìyẹn o. Àwọn sugar wọn bẹ.
No, èmi wá ní lock máa ń delete message. If I have ma delete ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀.
That's
mọ̀ pé tell me by hack ó dàbí kíni yẹn máa ń padà. I don't know. Have you tried to log in? Have you tried to log in your Instagram on another phone? Wàá rí pé some message old message máa padà.
Tí mo ti delete tẹ́lẹ̀.
Yes. Abi? I know what I'm saying.
I've not tried it.
You will try it. Yeah. Tí máa log out lórí mi, máa log in mi sí àwọn old message mi.
To delete.
Ó máa rí some of them.
Ransom ni only hold it to ransom.
Tó bá kálí lọ rí ransom láti hold me.
There was one time now, one foolish hacker in Yankee told me almost the nude picture of almost all the celebrities.
Yankee? Yeah. I'm follow.
Yeah, you could Google it.
Yeah.
One guy. Yeah.
I'm follow.
Billing.
Oh yeah,
he has all their nude pictures.
Yeah,
one email, one Instagram. Yeah. Check everything. I was like, your nyash is here. Pay money. Why not?
People still do it. Over there. People still do it though.
People still do it. But there is a level to it. There is a level to it.
Endorsement.
Even apart from endorsement, do you know that there are even levels to nude?
Yeah.
If it is nude, that is just nude.
Or
if it is nude, that is nude. Go.
Oh my! Because
you don't want it.
How do you place yourself in the society? Exactly.
You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Nice official on Instagram.
Nice official on YouTube. Nice official on Facebook. Nice official on Snapchat.
Nice official everywhere.
On TikTok. And then.
You know that one thing before I round up. You know, you are one of my best friends.
I know,
right?
of course. Of course, I know.
Are you mad? We always do this.
In fact, for people that doesn't know, this is the second time we are recording this.
Yeah, the first time we couldn't use it.
The first time
we had too much scandals. The first one. So we're doing it again.
Because we reviewed now.
Okay, thank you everybody for watching. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.
My name is Jobless. Oh yeah, package. This is the remix. Abolore remix.